on Rescue TV with Dean Nixon, ambassador for Dr. Lewin's Skin Perfect range. Dean, we want to know the secrets behind backstage complexion perfection.
Oh, Baha. You know, I think the first thing that I start with is saying it's all about skin to start with. You know, complexion is, when it's flawless and it's you know, not lined, and you know, I work with a lot of models and a lot of celebrities, and you know, they invest a lot of time in their skin routines. It's about then they have the perfect tools to make things even better. So
start with a good skincare program.
Good skincare program, and I think the best advice that I could give you, it's all about hydration.
I know.
You know.
I know, and every time you look back on photos and you see those little crepey lines, it means that you didn't get the right moisturiser on your skin, you didn't prep and prime. And
absolutely, and it's all about the way that we set it up. So, you know, if our skin is primed and primed and you know, in its best possible form that it can be, then anything that you put on top of it is going to only look so much better.
So we were lucky enough to attend the launch of this brand for Dr. Lewin's a few months ago, and we've been using the products. And I know that you were an integral part of creating it because you come from a celebrity backstage runway background. Tell us about the range and then some of the hero products that are going to help us look celebrity perfect.
Okay. I think the first thing about the range is that you truly can tell that a skincare company made this, okay? So, and the thing about Dr. Lewin's is that they have such great formulas and technique and technology involved. And what they've done is they haven't skimped on that with their cosmetic range as well.
So I'm going to throw a couple of problems to you,
okay,
and I would like you to solve it for us.
Done.
So the first concern that I'm going to raise with you is pigmentation. How do we disguise pigmentation?
Okay. Can I start by saying, and back to the skin again, it really is about utilising, it's a twofold, I believe that everything's a twofold technique. So first of all, you need to be using the right skincare products that help to target the problem.
So brightening,
exfoliating, make sure that the hydration's there. You know,
you've got a fun little range coming out.
I know.
Soon.
I was about to. I get to sort of, I suppose, plug it a little bit.
Yeah, I've tried it too. That peel is amazing. Watch this space.
I'm the same. It's a bit of an exclusive because it's not out until October. It's Reverse the Derm, and it's a 5-step program that's purely, you know, focused around pigmentation and tone as well. And, you know, I think the really fun thing about it, or the really great thing about it, is it's high levels of vitamin C, but they've got a really beautiful balance in the vitamin C, so it's really effective.
And so, just say we've corrected and done all that we can with skincare. We still have some topical issues.
Absolutely.
Where do we go?
So what I would do is I would start with a primer to start with. And I generally would start any makeup with a primer because what it does is it hides a multitude of surface sins straight away. So
I'm really lazy. Do we really need a primer?
Yes, it will. Do you know something? It will, by setting it up right to start with, you'll thank me for it later in the day.
Okay, and the primer comes after your moisturiser and serum?
Primer comes after all skincare. So it's the first, I suppose, cosmetic product that you would use.
Okay.
Now, what you do with the primer the idea is it goes across the skin. It's just a really smooth, even
And this
thing.
is a wonderful one because I found that it kind of created a canvas that made the makeup last longer. Would that be right?
And that's purely what a primer does. It smooths out the skin texture, so you end up with less lines, smoother skin. Then the foundation, and also too, it binds the hydration of your moisturisers in as well. So it
kind of seals the moisture in.
Seals the deal. And then what happens is you put your foundation on top and it locks, I like to say locks and loads. So it locks your foundation on, and this is where that extra step that's only 10 seconds.
Yeah, I know. I know.
At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, your foundation's still going to be where it's meant to be.
So you almost don't even need a really 24-hour kind of formula if you're using the steps correctly.
Absolutely. And I think too, it's like, you know, who's wearing foundation 24 hours a day?
Hopefully no one watching.
Yes, I know.
So we prime?
Prime. Now what that's going to do from the pigmentation perspective is create a slightly different barrier. So what you'll find is that already you'll have a almost like muffling of it. So when you put a diffusion, yeah. So when you put your foundation on top of it, it will even it out that little bit more.
Now let me ask you $1 million question, because we're going into the warmer months in summer. What's the rule with powder?
Okay. You know something, I'm normally a little with powder, less is definitely more.
Okay.
I think one of the things that really surprised me about the Skin Perfect range was the powder. And it's really funny. It was one of the products that really jumped out at me and said, I think it's okay to use powder again.
Okay.
And what I love about it is that it is really smooth and it's really silky. And it helps to prolong the makeup as well as helping to mattify it down.
It is a pressed powder.
It is a pressed powder, yes.
But it is quite translucent.
It's quite translucent, yeah, which is really what I like about it. So you can use it with
Is it a foundation or is it a powder?
Ideally, it's a powder.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
it's to be used in conjunction with your foundation.
Gotcha.
Or what you could do is...
because that's a kind of common mistake women make, using their powder instead of a foundation.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think that it's really, again, a twofold thing. Powders really are about setting and prolonging the wear of the foundation.
Well, thank you so much, because you have simplified our complexion perfection tutorial into about 3 or 4 different products, which is so different because normally you're talking about 20 different products.
Yeah, yeah.
We love it. And please try Skin Perfect. You're going to love it. We've tried it and we love it.
Thanks, Matt.